Hello everyone, today it's time for a new conversion to SOX, and I've read a lot of comments about certain lanterns that people said I should do, which I'll do in the future. For some ideas I just don't have a lantern yet or anything. What I do have in front of me is a Philips HPS 100, which usually runs PL 36 watts or 24 watts. These are very common in the area where I live, even so common that I have them in front of my street as well. In front of my house. And these are quite modern lanterns, so they have never really been made with low pressure sodium. But we're going to change that today, not sure how, but we'll see. We can at least try to do something. So this is what the lantern looks like when opened and still with PL. And then I think we're just going to strip all of the PL compartments from it so we can have a blank canvas that we can start on. Alright, I have a bit of an idea. So the first thing that I think we should definitely do is make sure that the lamp itself is kind of far away from the plastic unit that it's installed on. If we install the bulb itself on this metal piece here, it's quite close to the plastic, and we still kind of want to use the refractor as well, which I think will give it a better looking end result. So that's where we're going to install it on this plate right here, which I still need to cut a bit shorter and bend the right way, so that's what we're going to do first. Alright, the piece that will hold the socket is made, but now I have to think of a placement for the bulb itself, which I wanted to be kind of centered, but there's one problem, which is, if I wouldn't tell you, I think it would go unnoticed, but still, like, it's not exactly centered when I put it like this, which is definitely the easiest way. But I think it's just a very small difference. But I don't really want to have to remove these plastic parts here, but I think I'm still going to try it, because, I mean, it has to look professional. Well, removing it was actually quite easy, so I'll know it for the next time. But we're going to install all of the parts on here, and we're going to cut the refractor as well, so it's still kind of, the low pressure sodium light still goes somewhere, and then we're going to work on the wiring and everything. Well, the lamp holder itself I'm not too happy with, but it does get the job done, and it kind of centers it, because this is bent a little bit too far to the right, but instead this lamp holder kind of balances it out still, so I might just keep it like that. And now it's actually time to go on to the electronics, so we're going to install a ballast and capacitor in there, and then see what it looks like. Alright, the first low pressure sodium HPS 100. Well, the electronics I'm not too happy with. Wiring is a bit messy. But yeah, couldn't really make it that much better. Then right here we have the bulb, refractor and everything. Looks alright, but it would be great if it actually works. So that's what we're going to try out now. Alright, it's put back together and let's take a look. I hope it works. Which it does. Well, for some reason it's not as centered as I would hope it would be, but still I think it looks pretty funny. I'm going to install it in the garden right now, and I'll create a YouTube short of it actually working in the dark. But please let me know what you think about this conversion. Thanks a lot for watching, have a nice day, and then I'll see you in the next video.